We welcome you all at the CII National Telecom Summit, 5G Enable, Emerge and Elevate, a Digital India mission. Our next session will be a sneak peek into the 5G infrastructure. And to start the session, I would like to invite all the panel members on the stage, please. Mr. Aditya Khaitan, Partner Deloitte India, Dr. Ravi Gandhi, President Reliance Jio, Mr. Mombaswala, Chief Technology Officer, Keysight Technologies India Private Limited, Mr. Himanshu Gupta, Country Manager, Telecom, Media and Entertainment, HP India, Mr. Anand Singh, Joint GM Strategic Business, Railtel Corporation of India Limited, Mr. Anuj, Founder and Chief Executive Officer, CY Future India.
I would request Mr. Anuj to explain to us the role of cloud specifically when we talk about 5G. What are specifically the cloud players doing and the kind of collaborations you are looking at?
Thank you, Aditya. Good morning, everyone. My name is Anuj Pairati, and I'm CEO and founder of CY Future Cloud. First of all, I would like to thank CII for inviting me as one of the panelists today. While we are discussing about the emergence of 5G technology and use cases which Aditya is talking about, and the collaboration. So it's like 5G. 5G is all about high speed, very high bandwidth and low latency. So when you talk about low latency, it looks like a very simple term. In hindsight, it's very, very important concept to understand. For example, when you talk about the use cases in maybe in automobile industry, or maybe driverless cars, or maybe healthcare sector, or automated factories or robotics, driverless car, for example, low latency is so very important. If let's say the car is crossing crossing some Indian road, and you know how uncertain Indian roads are, so you have to take decision in less than a millisecond. Would not have been possible in a current scenario, 4G kind of environments, but with 5G and availability of the networks from the core networks, from core to edge. And also the important thing to understand over here is the success. The success of 5G is completely dependent on the cloud native infrastructure. So this cloud native infrastructure is microservices based, container based microservices infrastructure, which provides private cloud, public cloud, or maybe hybrid cloud environments, which are being used by these telcos, service providers, to roll out various kind of services for their customers. In the earlier monolithic architecture, there used to be a box, or there used to be some components wherein scalability was not possible for individual services. But with microservices, such kind of a scalability is possible. For example, you talk about the robotics in the factories. I'll give you an example. There's a company called Adverb, which has been acquired by Reliance Jio in last year. So they are into automation of the factory through robots. And when robots are working in a factory, delivering or installing or maybe utilizing the shelves of the factory, putting up the inventory from one place to another, the decisions are being taken in a smallest possible latency. Healthcare. Another example, remote healthcare has become possibility. You would like to mention as one of the best use case is possible with emergence of 5G. Doctor can remotely take care of the patient, and it would emerge wherein doctors would be able to operate upon their patients remotely with the usage of 5G technology. So eventually, 5G and the cloud native infrastructure is something which is heavily dependent on each other for the success of the 5G.
Thanks, Anuj, and a little view on how CY Future is collaborating across the industry. They're one of the impaneled cloud service providers with Mighty. So what is being done in that regard to bring some of the 5G use cases to life by CY Future?
Right. So So, SciFuture operates its 4 data centers in country, and we are in a continuous mode to expand our data centers footprint across the country in the various regions. So, the way 5G is emerging, in a similar way, data center and cloud industry is also emerging in this country. And not just in this country, but across the globe. Metaverse would be coming up. And the current utilization of data center capacity in this country is around 650 megawatts. This would expand to 2,500 megawatts in coming 3 years. So thanks to 5G and how people are consuming the data today, such kind of consumptions are happening. As far as SciFuture is concerned, we provide services to a lot of sectors like smart cities. We provide solutions to the DISCOMs, wherein the smart meters are being installed to various households, and data is being captured on the cloud itself.
So thank you so much, and I'm glad, for the questions that were asked to the panelists. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Saloni. Thank you, Ami. Thank you, everyone.